My name is Ren, and today I'm here with my friends Dan and Janet, and we are going to teach you how to play the fraction game, the senior version. So there's a junior version, which is basically the same game, but it's a little bit easier. This game is the senior version. It's a little bit more challenging. So I'm going to show you the differences, and then we'll show you how to play the game. So in this game, of course, we have an instruction card, which will teach you how to play the game. And these cards are meant to teach kids fractions. So you'll see on the cards, in the corners, we have the fractions, such as 1/2. And then we have a visual to teach them that 1/2 is 1 out of 2 pieces. We also have the percentage number up here, which is 50%. So it really teaches them what a fraction means in all 3 different ways. So they have a visual, a percentage, and the actual fraction. This game is the senior version, and what makes it a little bit more challenging is that in the other game, we didn't have cards with approximates. So this game has approximate numbers, so when it's not an equal fraction. So we have 1/3, so 1 piece out of 3, but it equates to approximately 33.3%. So it makes it just a little bit more challenging to think of it in that way. But again, when you have 2 cards, you can compare what that actually means and what the values are compared to one another. So you can see that 50%, or 1 out of 2 pieces, would be bigger than 33.3. Again, the object of the game here is to win all of the cards that you're playing with. So I'm going to show you the really easy version of this game. I've dealt out 5 cards per person, and the goal is to lay down 1 card each, and you want to have the biggest fraction in that hand. So whoever lays down the biggest fraction wins all of those cards. All right, do you want to go first?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm going to play 1/6.
Okay, so 1/6, or approximately 16.7%.
I'm going to play 2/3, which is approximately 66.7%.
Okay, and I'm going to play 2/5, so 40%. So this would mean Janet wins the hand. So she gets to take all of those cards, which means she has more options to play with going forward than me and Dan. So that puts us at a little bit of a disadvantage, and we have to think a little bit more strategy when we play. So we'll show you with one more hand. All right, I'm going to lay down 2/6, which is approximately 33.3%.
I'm going to lay down 1/4 because it's the biggest card I have, which is 25%.
And I'm going to lay down 2/3 again, 66.7%.
So again, Janet has won this hand, giving her the advantage with multiple cards to play with. So as soon as she can knock us out, that would make her the winner of this game. So it's really cool because it's easy to play and easy to learn, but it's challenging in the fact that you really have to kind of strategize which card you're playing in order to win the hand and hopefully not lose. And also with the approximate numbers, it teaches kids different sets of fractions and really how to compare them against each other. You can play this with 5 players, and when you open the box, make sure to shuffle the cards because they go from lowest to highest. So you want to make sure to shuffle them up to give everybody a fair advantage. So we hope that you like playing the fraction game, senior version, and giving your kids a little bit more of a challenge once they've learned the junior version. Now we're going to show you another version of how to play the fraction game, senior version. So before we showed you how to play it, and you could knock each other out by collecting all the cards in the other player's hand. This way is a little lengthier, but also makes it a little bit more challenging and fun. So again, I've dealt out 5 cards per person, and the object of this game, again, is to win the most cards. However, we're going to draw cards as we go to get through this entire deck. So we'll go through a lot more fractions and we'll get to see a lot more comparisons. So let us get you a good visual and we're going to play this game. All right. You want to go first, Dan?
I'll go first. So I'm going to play 1/7, which is approximately 14.3%.
I'm going to play 1/5, which is 20%.
Okay. And I'm going to play 4/9, which is 44.4%. So that means I win this hand. So this version of the game, you always want to have 5 cards. So I'm down to 4 cards. I'm going to draw a card because I won.
I'm going to draw one because I played one.
And I'll draw one.
That means we're going to get through this whole entire deck. Now, if we play around and I cannot beat these guys, so if he plays a big card and she plays a big card and I can't top them because my fractions are too low, I would have to just pass, meaning I would retain my 5 cards, but they would continue to discard and play until somebody wins with the biggest fraction. So sometimes you may end up passing, and that means I don't have to draw cards and they would draw cards. Okay, so let's go again.
I'm playing 4/8, 50%.
7/10, 70%.
Okay, so I don't have anything to beat 70%, so I'm going to pass.
Then I'm going to play 8/8, which is 100%. So I won that one.
So Dan wins the hand. I still have 5 cards. I won't draw any.
I need one more.
And I need 2 now, so I'll draw 2 cards.
And then you start the round again. So this is a little more challenging because you're passing, but you're also going through the entire deck of cards. So you get to see a lot more comparison between the fractions. It's a little lengthier, a little bit more challenging, but that also makes it a little bit more fun, especially if you have more than 3 players, because this game can be played with 5 players. So it's really ideal, the larger group that you have. So hopefully you like playing Count Fast the Fraction set. And again, there's 2 versions and multiple ways to play, which just makes it that much more fun.